waiting for all week. It's NCTV45 and the Lawrence County Football Show right here, coming at you right now.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Turco's for that rich, great taste everybody loves.
Scappo via dalla città, scappo via da questa realtà e vado a cercare il mare, visto che tu non ti fai trovare. Preferisco gli shot e gli screenshot, urlare come Monkey in una notte di Van Gogh. Con gli amici sotto fai finta di niente, ma nascosto poi mi tagli la DM.
At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili and has been for nearly 100 years since we opened in 1923 with our chili locator on our website. Want to own your own MP Coney Island? Now you can with our franchise system. At MP Coney Island, it's all about the chili.
Well, folks, welcome to, week 3 of football, for high school football. And, we've got the traveling kind of blues here as a lot of games away. So watch this schedule as we start. We're going to start with Riverside and Union. And, the Scotties coming off last week with, I want to say, a tough game against the Washington Prexies. Now, having it equally tough were the Riverside Panthers, as they were up against the Laurel Spartans. And quite a challenge there, as both teams found it difficult going against formidable opponents. Now, here's what you're looking at. Well, first we'll talk about Riverside, as the Panthers in that tough Double-A conference, and they venture up here and take on Union. This to be a matchup, and as to be a very difficult matchup, as the Panthers will have it rough going against the Scotties at home. Now, this game's going to start at 6:30. So and it's on a Thursday night, so understand that in a rare Thursday night game, as that takes place. Now, the Union Scotties, tough game last week against Washington. Washington really all over the Scotties in a big win, as Riverside had a problem with Laurel. This could be a good game for Union, a possible win. We'll be watching, updating you on NCTV45's Lawrence County Football Scoreboard right here. So now let's take this break. We'll come back, talk about Newcastle and York.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Gem building contractors and developers are on the move for you. Yes, Gem builds communities, whether it's health, corporate offices, athletic facilities. Gem can design things to your specifications. No job too big or small for Gem. Yes, Gem builds communities. Give them a call today for all your building needs. It's Gem Building Contractors Developers Incorporated. Well, now it's time to talk about Newcastle and York. The Canes, nice win down at Highlands last week against a well-coached Highlands team. York rated nationally 10,960. The Canes, half of that, 6,015. In Pennsylvania, the Canes are rated 231, while York 451. And in class, York 72, Newcastle 40. When you look at the teams, both are 2-1. And as you look at the points for and against, points for Newcastle at 50, York at 63. Points against, 61 for York and 31 for Newcastle. Newcastle's defense will have to kick it up here and play a good game. The Canes will be at York and followed by Knock. So what a York-Knock experience. So if they can get off to a great start here, this will be one of those pivotal games as you're on the road and you really got to start showing some progress. We'll keep you up to date on, the scoreboard following the Canes. Now, next up, we've got some more high school action in store for you. Pizza, because you deserve more. It's 4-Star Pizza. We deliver too. Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Come dine with us, come dine today. Come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Well, time to look at Elwood City, Lincoln. As Elwood City, the Wolverines, a great program as of late down there, and they've fallen on some tough times. Last week, falling to the Neshannock Lancers, and really a tough game. Well, this week, they take on Mohawk, and this will be 7 o'clock on Friday, just to get you back on that Friday type of mode. And let's take a look at this. First of all, both teams 1 and 2. And points for and against, Elwood 55 points for, Mohawk 43. Points against, 69 and 80. Look for this to be a high scoring game. The Wolverines nationally 82-32 and 69-66 for Mohawk. In Pennsylvania, Mohawk's 276 and Elwood 344. In class, Elwood's 42 and Mohawk 25. This game should be one of those great games to watch, as it was last week and went down to the last seconds. So check this out. I'm sure Elwood Media will have it on for you. This game at Mohawk should be a real interesting affair for the Warriors as they try and get back on their winning ways. Now, when we come back, Wilmington, and wait till you hear where they're going.
Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane.
And yeah, make it over to the Crane Room. Wilmington going to Berlin Brothers Valley. Say that a few times. Well, the Hounds doing a great job so far. Ranked nationally 64-32, while Berlin Brothers Valley is 55-72. 216 for Brothers Valley and 251 in state for Wilmington. In class, 14-15. This ought to be a great game. Brothers Valley scoring 98 points and giving up 40, while the Hounds scoring 97 points and giving up 57. Look out. There'll be a lot of fireworks here. You're going to want to watch the scoreboard just to find out what's going on with Wilmington, because that ought to be really exciting. When we come back, the comeback Lancers are traveling. We'll tell you where.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chilala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle.
We're back. Neshannock moving their game to Saturday. It's Neshannock at Rochester at noon. Now, Neshannock ranked nationally 46-76, while Rochester 10,041. In state rankings, the Lancers 177, Rochester 410, and then Neshannock ranked 8th in class, 34 for Rochester. This ought to be interesting, and the Lancers are going to have to play a complete game and not take anything for granted. They've scored 88 points and given up 63. Now, Rochester, a little more lopsided. They've only scored 6, and they've given up 86. So you can't be get too cocky, but this is a good game for Neshannock to get rid of all the little mistakes and what have you that have been going on. Now, Laurel, they're traveling down to Bishop Canavan. So let's take a look at the Spartans. Ranked 48-44 and Bishop Canavan 39-67 nationally. 183 in state, 152 for Bishop Canavan in state. Number 9 for the Spartans in conference and class, and number 4 for Bishop Canavan. This ought to be a great game. Laurel undefeated at 3-0, scored 122 points, giving up only 20. Bishop Canavan scored 28 and gave up 28. So Bishop Canavan likes it to be a close game. Laurel's going to slug away at it, and this should be pretty doggone interesting. So just to give you a heads up, that ought to be one of those really great classic matchups. Now, we're going to look at last week's scores, and I'm going to update them. And when we come back, well, let's just talk about Northgate at Shenango. This game will be seen right here on NCTV45. Northgate ranked 11,909, while the Wildcats 10,205. That's nationally, but in the state, 488 for the Flames and 418 for the Wildcats. In class, Northgate 57 and Shenango 38. The Cats, a deceptive 1-2. They've scored 31 points, given up 41 points. And the Flames have scored 6, giving up 87. This might be a great, great breakout game. And a chance to really prove themselves as it's going to be that kind of a game. So good luck to the Wildcats as they get ready for Northgate. Now, as I said and promised, we are going to look at last week's scores. Well, yeah, last week's scoreboard, and then kind of get things going with this week. So last week's scoreboard, and we'll be right back. Now we're back. If you were wondering, Wilmington 55-22 over Northern Bedford County, as that's a lot to say. Now let's recap this week's where everybody's at and games, and we'll show you as we put it up there. Now, there you go with those updates. And let's look at, well, the pros and college football as we go through this weekend. Of course, and some of the big games that you're going to want to know about. First, in college football, and it's just taken off as people really enjoy watching their local teams. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on Texas A&M. That game's going to be on NBC. Now, the backyard brawl continues as Pitt goes down to West Virginia, 3:30. That game going to be on ESPN, and understand that West Virginia lost to Ohio. Going to be a great game down there. Villanova travels to Penn State, 3:30 FS1, as Penn State exercises their right on another cupcake. And UTEP will be at Texas at 4:15. As we told you, Notre Dame playing Texas A&M in the evening, 7:30 on NBC. Now, let's jump over to the NFL. Just to give you an update on those Pittsburgh Steelers, fresh off their win with the New York Jets. And that, you know, pretty impressive how they kind of moved through that schedule. They're at home against Seattle, 1 o'clock. That game will be on Fox. Jacksonville will be at Cincinnati, 1 o'clock on CBS. The Browns will be at Baltimore, 1 o'clock on CBS. So you might want to tune into those games. Now, this was NCTV45's Lawrence County Football Show, the first, the original, always coming at you right here anytime on your time. So make sure you go out to the games, support those youngsters. They do an awfully great job. And remember, sportsmanship, the missing piece is you. Have a great time. Enjoy, and we'll see you.